Mm-hmm. All right, what do we got for our first set up today?
We've got Malachi Zhime, which is a hell of a set to be starting on.
A set that me personally, am not unfamiliar with all too much, being a New York native, but it's been actually a while since these two have played in a competitive manner, so I'm actually excited to see how they do. With Zhime very recently having a big interest in net playing again, so really cool to see kind of like an old school Zelda come back and be like, hey, people are saying my character is shit. Let me remind you, she's not, because she isn't.
Yeah, people are now starting to think Zelda's alright, with Grizzly doing great, but Zhime was doing work when people thought this character was like bottom 3, so with this Zelda, he's gonna be a monster.
Oh yeah.
And with stuff again, but Bob doesn't have their net play stuff, so we haven't seen them play, like you said, in a pretty long time.
No, I mean I was just sitting in like Discord calls with Bob and just watching him play, and just knowing that he's just in like just other Discords with people. He's constantly still playing, so he's very much still in practice. So I think we're gonna see Bob really do a good performance this event.
Yeah, I would imagine.
We are.
I just thought he did. Okay.
Oh, Zero Suit. Okay, so that doesn't surprise me. Bob has been Malachi has been going through a lot of fun secondaries. He kind of cycles through ZSS. I've seen him play DK sometimes. But ZSS just being a very solid character in Project Plus, that's one he's kind of gravitated and stuck with, just because being a solid character, Bob is gravitated towards someone like that.
Totally, yeah, and she requires a lot of the same skills that Sheik does in terms of like tech chasing, great platform movement, things like that.
Yep.
So I can see it, but I have never seen
one.
Yeah. And they're starting off on PS2, which is going to give Malachi plenty of room to work with. But it does also mean that he's going to need to find a way to get through those dins.
Yep.
Okay, he didn't kill himself. Good.
I think we see a lot of Zelda teleporting in and out and neutral here, trying to catch Malachi in a mix-up approach, trying to see if you can get him to overextend and bait him into a situation where he doesn't want to be. Like right there, he baits out the grab and gets the grab himself and gets a nice little nair punish for himself, but misses the fair and is now off stage.
And one of the problems with this character is with fighting Zero Suit as opposed to some of the other characters that are really fast and would typically give Zelda trouble is that she's also really skinny, so she's not even that easy for Zelda to combo. As opposed to like a Falcon or a Meta Knight.
Unfortunate air dodge to miss the ledge there.
Yeah.
Alright, but back to neutral. Bob just kind of running away to platform and trying to make Zhime come to him. He knows he has the advantage here, and like you were saying, ZSS being faster and kind of harder to hit character, he knows he can make Zhime have to pick these risky situations and bait him into unfavorable outcomes.
Yeah, exactly. And already we're seeing, so far Zhime has pretty much only tried to approach through teleport just because Zelda is so slow that you can't catch Zero Suit otherwise. And Bob is already calling that out because he knows what it has to do. He's got to grab. Okay, he held him to let him get Din's hit and get a little more damage.
I like that Dins. It was kind of not really like, it was a mix-up. He's trying to set it up as like a coverage, but he throws it back up in his face. I want to see Zhime kind of not be afraid to do those more aggressive options when he needs to. Ooh, nice get up attack.
Okay, yeah, he did touch ground. But still, Zhime at least, he looks, comfortable with the tether edge guards and all that, which is good. So I don't know how much. Yeah, that was really good.
Awkward air dodge, but it works out in his favor. He finds the grab into the Dins. Zhime really struggling to find the kill here. Yeah,
that forward throw must have been a misinput. When you grab Zero Suit at 170, the back throw kills there every day of the week. But he's got one. Oh, great mash from Bob.
Bob definitely has a solid mash. Oh, the auto cancel neutral will be there.
Yeah, it doesn't combo into anything, but it's a great landing option to just safely get down. Because even if you shield it, Zelda is still pretty unpunishable.
Catches a poor DI, Zelda can get a dash attack follow up and then kind of just shark with up smash and up tilts, which I've seen Grizzly use that quite often in various net play brackets.
Yeah.
That too, just the wave bounce, auto cancel, neutral B into immediate up smash to try and catch the early platform drop. is also another thing Zeldas like to do.
Yeah, you've got so many options out of it. I've even seen people start doing melee and then they land, and then to beat a shield grab or something, they just do another melee, which looks like so funny.
Oh, nice ledge grab to beat the ledge snap there.
Yep. The Malachi looking really comfortable with the Zero Suit.
Mm-hmm.
He said he's been playing it. I hadn't seen it before today, but he definitely looks like he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, I mean, that's just with Malachi being just, best player in the world. It's really being that solid of a player, just having a grip on all those top tiers, like, just would come naturally. Just knowing the tools that they have and how to utilize them is kind of like second nature for someone like that. It's really finding the niche and specific situations that you would find with the character that I think he's been trying to work out. But right here, Zhime kind of building his lead back, kind of bring it to an even game. Just one little combo differentiates the stock lead here.
Yeah, one hit from Zelda could totally bring us back.
Oh, nice grab.
Down throw because he's below the plat. Up throw that would have been techable, so I think that'll go why.
A little early in the F air, but finds a nice little string for himself. Slowly bring it back. Ooh, nice coverage with the dins to force him to go high.
Yeah, I really like that. And it feels almost as if Zhime is still approaching via teleport, but he's doing it, he's mixing it up in ways that Malachi isn't quite as ready for. So those callouts that were working so well on the first off are now a little bit less. Like Malachi's having to make harder reads to actually pull them off.
Malachi's shield a little small there. Had to bail out of his situation, give Zhime center stage back in order to save his shield. And now Zhime using this to get to upper hand, forcing him off stage. I think it's slowly becoming a situation where I think we're going to start seeing both them fish for bear and such.
100%, yeah.
Oh, finds the fair.
Yeah, Zhime, I think that was no DI. If you rolled out there, that wasn't combo. But either way, Malachi going to get the kill and maintain this tiny lead. And now the problem is with Zelda, you've got like 2 moves to kill here, so you really got to fish.
Yeah. I've noticed that Zhyme's been catching Malachi with these neutral B, not neutral B, up B in shield poke like grabs. I'm trying to see if he's trying to fish for those a little more, but Bob is starting to pick them out and really punish him for it. So I think Zhyme's going to want to find something new here.
Yeah, and I think one of the things that sets Zhyme apart relative to others always is he really likes to teleport at you instead of like next to you and then do something. He hits you with the teleport.
Yeah, Zhyme is definitely not afraid to get in your face with that stuff. But sometimes it's a blessing and a curse, because even though it has great outcomes, it sometimes can really bite him in the ass. And right there finds the down smash, F smash. Malachi closing out game 1 with a 1-stock lead. Zhyme keeping it nice and close, showing him that he can really still hold his own and stand up to players like Malachi.
Yeah. I'm interested to see where he goes here, because a lot of the stages that I would imagine Zelda wants are also pretty good for Zero Suit games. Like, you want small sides, Zero Suit's right there. You've been struggling to kill, so you don't really want to go to Dreamland. So Zhyme is just going to go to another relatively neutral stage with Smashville.
Yep. I mean, it's a New York classic. We usually can typically go, bottom row, middle 3, Smashville, Battlefield, PS2.
Yeah.
Even though I have secret New York insider info, whatever nonsense. New York has been messing around with a little bit of some modified stages, and from what people have said, because they had a few other people, like other top players, mess with them, they're looking kind of pretty good. So I'm curious to see when the stage debate comes up and see if that argument gets thrown in there. But Neutral pretty much kind of playing out last game, both kind of trying to bait each other's approaches here. Finds a nice bear, and Zhyme with the stock lead here with only 47%, kind of dominating the early game here.
Yeah, and what I do think has been really helping him, I think, stage specific, is the fact that that platform isn't always there, as opposed to Malachi being able to use or threaten those side plats on PS2 all the time. Has actually seemed pretty useful, because it takes away one avenue for ZSS to approach from. She's so good on those plats.
It also really limits her escape options for when he really starts to go in with those aggressive upbeats and you really can't get a foothold on where he's going to go with the next one, or if he's going to, just bait one or approach one.
Yeah, you can't just go to a plat and wait it out. You gotta interact with it some way or another.
Yep. I also really I also really like those falling dins to catch the blaster neutral. He's caught him a couple times this game with it, and I really like it as a punish. Finds the bear to shield, and Zhyme kind of slowly building a bigger lead. This time with 16%. Bob, Malachi really gonna have to find an option for these mix-ups in neutral.
Yeah.
Oh.
I really like that punish.
Wow. That's really unfortunate for Zhime.
One, I don't know if it was intentional if Zhime SPI'd it, but either way, it still works out and he gets the kill for it.
Unfortunate for him. And now Malachi kind of starting to build up a lead and run away with that unfortunate SD.
Yeah, all of a sudden this is back in Malachi's favor after Zhime had his first lead of the set, but still well within the realm of possibility for him. You know, this is basically even right now. So it does have that explosive kill power. He just needs to find it.
Oh, unfortunately, he couldn't get the follow-up off the down throw because he had the shield for the Dins. Oh!
Yeah. Oh, good setup. Not quite going to kill, and then Malachi is going to go high. He's going to make it back to well.
Oh, what?
Okay, but he killed himself there, but that would have been so smart if he did it correctly.
Yeah.
Getting that he basically handed off to himself with the Dins and then into the teleporter box.
Yeah.
But
Zime's always been tricky with stuff like that.
Yeah. He's so creative with Zelda tools.
It's like 3 Dins was hell, but like Zhime with 3 Dins was really fun to watch.
No, Zhime with 3 Dins was so cool. I was watching some of those vids recently, so I'm working on a video about it. But okay, he makes it back, and one of the things I really like is how well Malachi is edge-guarding Zelda, because he's already abused the fact that Zelda can't sweet spot correctly from below the ledge. So we saw that with him. He got that down smash, and then kind of killed him at 20/9 kind of speed. But he's really aware of what Zelda can and can't do when she's coming back to the stage, and so far he's been calling out Zelda perfectly.
Yeah, and that also comes in partial, with his main being Sheik, really kind of sticking to Sheik at this point. Zelda obviously being an extension of that character. He does sometimes use down B to recover, and then has to play the character for the stock. So just through that, he knows kind of what he has to do with recovery-wise, because he usually really only uses the character for recovery.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Okay, so he gets this hard spot kick. So far, he's just kind of scrapping. Okay, Zhime got him off stage there. That's the first time he's actually managed to land a down tilt this set, which is a really good combo setter for Zelda. But Malachi just hasn't really been approaching him from the ground unless it's with a grab, in which case you've got to time it pretty well to beat out and run up grab from Zero Suit.
Oh, yeah. I also really like how Malachi has been able to kind of bob and weave through those offstage dins when he's going for tethers. He's like really finding those tight angles that kind of manipulates when ZSS kind of swings forward to kind of just go under them, which is really cool to see.
Yeah, and that's something that there's a lot of stuff Zero Suit has, but it's just like real fundamentals and you'll pick it up. Figuring out the timings to reel in so that you get that swing correctly is something that takes practice. Something I put a lot of time into, and it's definitely impressive the way that he's doing it around the projectile like Dins, which is active forever.
Yeah. Well, nice F tilt to kind
I
of
love that. Yeah. That was like the only thing he could have gotten there, but it got him that extra damage.
Yeah, a little bit of a little bop getting off stage.
Yeah. That's
even game though, this kind of working out for Zhime like last game. Let's see if he could kind of do what he did last, and maybe not get unfortunate SD and be able to close it out and keep himself alive in the set.
Yeah. So that's the second time he's done that mix-up where he grabs him on the left side, and then he looks like he's going to forward throw, and then he waits for Malachi to DI out, and then he back throws him, and he's not DIing at all. So I really like that he is doing that instead of just going for what would normally be the kind of the textbook throw there, which is the forward throw.
Oh,
interesting. I don't typically see Zero Suit go for that smash, but on a floaty like Zelda, I wonder if it would combo at least better than normal. And now we're finally seeing those big combos that we're used to from time.
Yeah, he's kind of finding his footing here. Probably after some missed up smash like that, it could have been a missed input, and that kind of might have thrown Malachi off his footing a little bit. But Zhime kind of abusing that and finding a nice little string, but Malachi finding the stock and now bringing it back to 2 stocks apiece. But this Zelda's up air is so scary, dude. I never know when it's gonna kill.
We're on Green Hill, and that I'm pretty sure the Green Hill saved Malachi's life there. That would have killed him at 80 on any on this stage. That up there is absurdly strong.
That air was so scary.
Okay, he makes it back. But Zyme's lead is more or less erased now. One offstage carry from Malachi could beat his talk.
Oh yeah.
But they can also do it.
Yeah, obviously with Green Hill being a good stage for Zelda with how much horizontal kill power that she has, ZSS has just as much with Fair, Bear, Down Smash, F Smash. Like, it's kind of a double-edged sword where Zhime has his follow-ups that can kill lead to early stocks, but if he's not careful, Malachi can find his own very easily just as well.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of what I was saying after game 2. Is like, there are no stages, I think, that are clear-cut good for Zelda in this matchup because they play on the same strengths. And Zero Suit, being such a good character, often make use of those strengths better, which is why we kind of saw him sticking to the neutrals. But
I really like that air dodge to the down smash. Wow, that was super risky, but it worked out for him. Oh, just goes right for it, goes straight down the madman.
Yeah,
he doesn't care. He's just holding forward. I love it.
Yeah, and now he's just getting orange repeated off ledge. Okay, Malachi's a little slow off the ledge, so he gets back. Get up throw back at it. He should make this back. Yep, nothing better. Great setup.
Wow.
And that's the same setup we saw in, I think it was game 1. He had the din setup, which forced him to DI up off that forward throw. And made it much easier for Zhime to get that kick confirmed.
Well, like I said earlier, at the New York Classic Battlefield, no clear.
Yeah, bottom, middle, three have all been represented now.
Yeah, all middle three have been represented as it should have been.
But if the flatness of like Green Hill was really helping Zhime, he can have a mountain climb on Battlefield.
Oh yeah,
it's all good in the world for Malachi to work with.
With all that space, all these platforms, Zhyme's really gonna have to find a lot more trickier and sneakier kills. But even though Tri-Plat may be a little unfortunate for that situation, Zhime with his mastery of the character, he's gonna be doing a lot of teleports. He's gonna be important left, right, and center, all over. If he kind of starts to feel his movement a little bit, he's probably going to use that to his advantage and kind of, if he finds maybe a stock lead, you can use it as like a silly mix-up to get in Malachi's head, just show him that he's just going to move around and kind of force him to really go for risky picks. But finds a bear off stage and Malachi takes the first stock of the game.
Yeah. Nice spot dodge battle, but Malachi comes out on top. A little bit of damage for him. Nice usage of that side B. You don't want to, try and punish Zelda F Smash directly because it is pretty low end lag. But if you've got to move that big, you can just outrange it with ZSS 5 more.
We'll catch the poor F Dion finds the fair.
Yeah. Got that big setup on the right. It's going to be coming back and hopefully help out Zhime.
I really like those up Bs. Like just before he hits the platform, rather allowing the tech situation. I really like how he just does it to try and see if he can mix up his recovery and just go to an opposite side of the stage. Malachi's kind of starting to pick up on it, but a lot of times in the earlier parts of the set, he was doing it and getting away with it. Like right there, rather than like landing on stage, he just goes for the up B away and just kind of uses it to regain his footing.
Yeah. And it is working. It's getting him out of the combos. The problem is that Zero Suit is so fast, he can still chase that down, and so Malachi's just kind of chipping away at him and getting, one hit, and then he makes him teleport again, and then he keeps doing it. So he hasn't gotten comboed to death yet, but Zhime is still taking an awful lot of damage while teleporting back and trying to get his footing.
Yeah.
But now he's found it. Let's see what he did.
Sitting by his dams, kind of forcing Malachi to go up on top platform.
Yeah.
Oh, the bear war. That's what I'm saying.
Zelda Bear is very, very good, but Zero Suits is something else, so...
It really is.
Rough on that one, but... See, I mean, right now, if he gets a little bit more damage, he can probably find a grab confirm him to death, or just a raw kick. But he needs a couple more neutral interactions before that's even on the table.
Oh, yeah.
Already gotten basically out of CC% for a character this way. Good air dodge there from Malachi.
3 stocks to 1 though. Zhyme's really gonna have to find a really slippery kill here if he finds this on. Oh, finds the last stock there, puts it 2 to 1.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's looking a little scary. Malachi seems to have a really solid footing. Wants to do here. Zhyme's gonna have to really find something hidden here. Oh, just going for the raw down smash.
Okay, and that didn't does cover it. Yeah, I don't know what that down smash was, because you can sweet spot from above, so like even if he did go to ledge, I don't think that would work.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're seeing that teleport movement, but the thing is that Malachi's just not engaging. He doesn't have to. He's up a stock and a half, basically.
Finds the bears. I'm just barely hanging on. You know what? That was a little bit risky. Oh, it just goes right to ledge, gets right under it.
Yeah.
The winner is
Solid showing from Malachi Zero Suit.
Very nice. Very fun set of the very fun first set of the night.
Yeah.